What's up, people? Thanks for watching. My name is Shaggy, the Opinionated Hippie, currently doing Zappa March Madness. This is the round of 16, part 2. The round of 16, part 1 is up. It is the previous video. You can vote in that one until Monday, Texas, 6 p.m. Central Standard, Spring Forward Daylight Savings Time. On this one, you can vote until Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Texas Central Daylight Savings. We lost an hour last night time. And then Tuesday night, we will start the round of 8. But anyways, this is the half of the bracket that has the overall #1 seed, Hot Rats. Here are the bouts right there. You have #1 overall seed, Hot Rats, versus #4, Absolutely Free. #2, Lather, versus #3, Weasels. #1, Roxy and Elsewhere, which was the #4 overall seed. Versus Stage 2, the #5 seed, there was an upset there. And the #2, Uncle Meat, versus the #3, Grand Wazoo. So yeah, look at those. You can either vote now in the comments below or stick around as I tell you the reasons why you should vote for each one and then make your decision. So yeah, that's it. On to the bout. Bout #1, the #1 overall seed, Hot Rats, versus #4, Absolutely Free. Absolutely Free. Again, sophomore album, absolutely amazing. Frank does not pull any punches, does not hold back. In fact, he might even double down on the craziness, the segues, the lengthy jams, the no single really easy to digest pop melody until side 2, the absolutely awesome Status Bap Baby. So many great songs. Yeah, just what other album even looks like this as far as the way the songs, like Plastic People as an opener? I mean, how chaotic is that, into the Duke of Prunes Majesty and the whole multi-part Colony Vegetable craziness. Just an amazing album. Yeah, #2, Absolutely Free, his second one. Going against Hot Rats. I think the album that, if you own a Zappa album and don't own another, you probably own Hot Rats. 6 songs, they're all perfect. There's short little instrumentals that are beautiful. There's long jams that are beautiful and epic. There's Captain Beefheart. There's guitar solos like crazy. There's the best saxophone solo possibly Frank ever put on an album. Just an absolutely amazing album. Great cover. Yeah. #1 versus #4. Is Absolutely Free strong enough to knock out Hot Rats? That is the question. How deep does the love of Absolutely Free go? But yeah, that's your first second bout. #2, Leather, versus #3, Weasels Rip My Flesh. An interesting pairing here. You have Weasels, which captures sort of the crazy, chaotic nature of the 60s mothers, I think better than any other album. Arguably not better than Uncle Meat, but it's kind of all over the place. It's got chaos. It's got beautiful melodies. It's got the bass player making weird noises. It's got a little German from Lowell George. It's got some great pop songs on here. It's got a wall of noise to end it. It's like a perfect journey. Versus Leather, which has live stuff from New York, which is has what else does it have? It has Gregory Peccary. It has orchestral pieces. It has funny pieces. It has evil guitar solos. It has it is epic in length. It what eventually become 4 albums, but this is before it became 4 albums. This is when it is just all of Frank together in one single amazing release. And so what do you prefer? The overwhelming, can I even take all of this in Leather, or the just overwhelming but much shorter, just more chaotic Weasels Rip My Flesh? I don't know. Vote and you tell me. Next bout is the #1 overall #4 seed, but the #1 seed in its bracket, Roxy and Elsewhere, versus the #5 seed, You Can't Do That on Stage Anymore, Volume 2. Kind of the same band, minus a couple players, as it has evolved over the course of almost a year. Stage 2 was an upset in the round of 32. Absolutely amazing release, featuring what I think is the best band Frank ever had, the Summer Fall 74 band. The Pygmy Twilight on this is arguably one of the best Pygmy Twilights they played. The Montana, it's such a ballad at that place, an amazing Montana. The Inca Rhodes guitar solo is so good that Frank took it and put it on one size fits all. This band is playing stuff like A Kid Is Our For You and Don't You Ever Watch That Thing at a pace and a competency and a just like deadly ninja style effectiveness. It's just an absolutely amazing band, a performance. It's fun. I mean, it's just almost perfect. Going against Roxy and Elsewhere, which is a lot of the members of this band, the core of this band, at the Roxy in LA, plus some Elsewhere material from the following tour, or the following two tours afterwards, second tour afterwards. Another great release, great songs, a lot of which would appear on stage too. Different versions of those songs. You got some great audience participation in the Bebop Tango. You got that Elsewhere, Son of Orange County, Into More Trouble Every Day, which is just absolutely amazing. Another absolutely beloved album in this Roxy and Elsewhere, but it's sort of the Bright Lights, shiny version versus the we're in the middle of Helsinki and, the end of summer version. So, yeah, which one do you prefer? The lighthearted, more jaunty, you got two drummers and a percussionist, or you like that more bare bones stage two? This is going to be an interesting one. I know what I'd vote for, but I'm not voting. But you vote below. And finally, number 2, Uncle Meat versus number 3, Grand Wazoo. Again, how to pick. You have big band jazz in the Grand Wazoo, just epic songs, epic jams. You got a little weirdness in Calvin. You got just a great shuffle, right? It's a shuffle, a boogie, whatever it is in the Grand Wazoo. You have that fun Cletus Aretus. You got such a great jam and Eat That Question. And then Blessed Relief to close it all out versus Uncle Meat, which never lets you get comfortable with what it's going to do. It's all over the place in the best way possible. The first side of this may be one of the best sides Frank has ever released. It's just, no matter which way you cut it, as they did on the Meat Light re-release, when the songs were put in a different order, it's just a fantastic, ridiculous piece of music. There is just a little bit of everything, and then stuff you didn't know you wanted on this album. I mean, Uncle Meat is my all-time favorite Frank Zappa album, so you know where I'm going to go. But I'm not you, and you're not me, so you tell me below which one you think is better. But Grand Wazoo, man, there was a time that was my favorite album. So I won't, I might vote for that and have a change of heart here in 2022. I don't know. You tell me. That's it. I'm running out of things to say about these albums. They're all great, and I do not envy anyone who has to vote, but you got to keep this thing going, man. Make the hard decisions. Bite down and do it. There they are one more time. Let me know in the comments below what your votes are. You have until Tuesday night, and then I'll see you again after that as we go into the round of 8. Thanks for watching, y'all. Subscribe so you know when these updates come and all that stuff. Peace and bye.